Welcome to Between the Lines, Girls Hoops on this Tuesday night with my man, Coach V. What's up, Coach V?
What's going on?
Man. Tuesday night, a little chilly outside, Coach. Makes you want to stay
cold.
inside. You don't want to get out there and get no shots up. You want to kind of stay in the house and, I feel like it's wintertime, Coach. I feel like it's December again. So a little chilly. I had the night off. No basketball shots, no basketball training. Just a night home and get to do a show with a great young lady from Prosper, Texas. To me, in my eyes, I think she's going to be a top prospect by the time she comes out in the class of 2029. But, Coach, what else is going on with you today?
Not much. Cold, man.
Cold.
Soccer team's out playing in the cold tonight.
But hey, I don't feel sorry for them. Sometimes they got to play in the hot, sometimes they got to play in the cold. But tonight they're playing in the cold. I guess we're winding down all the sports because you're getting down to that nitty gritty. You got track finishing up, regionals and state, and you got girls soccer, then you got softball. I guess slow pitch softball. Just all the spring sports are finishing up, Coach. That means this year's class is about to graduate and move on to the next chapter in life. Some's going to go to college. Some's going to do other things in life. But like I said, we've got a chance to talk to a bunch of different girls that's doing big things in their life. So, but we get to talk to another big prospect tonight, Ms. Bailey Anderson out of, like I said, Prosper, Texas, part of the Drive Nation 15U EYBL team. So, looking forward to hear her plans and future and, what's it like playing basketball in Texas. Coach, we did it again.
We did
it again. We hit another state. Last week we was up in New York. Now we're going to be in Texas. Coach, I feel like I live in Texas part of the time now. That's my weekend home. So I'm starting to like Texas. I won't wear that orange, but I might wear black. But, Coach, let's bring it to the table and buzzer in, and we can talk a little high school girls basketball. Here we go. Welcome to the show, Miss Bailey. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
We're good, Bailey. This is Coach Vick, my sidekick, man.
Hey, Bailey.
He's been coaching basketball probably since I've been alive. So that just tells you how much knowledge he got. He's really not that old. He just
come on, Tony, man. You're trying to make yourself look young. Come on now. Come on.
He just got a lot of basketball knowledge though. But Bailey, like I said, we're glad you could join the show, man. Don't be nervous, have fun. We appreciate you coming on, man. But I started telling Coach about you a few weeks ago, and anytime we see somebody that we like and we think they're going to be a big time prospect, we like to have them on the show because we feel like we're the best show in any state. I don't care. We'll challenge anybody, but we get to touch different states with different girls. And like I said, you're a young lady that we're bringing from Texas. I think she our first Texas coach. She might be.
I don't remember.
Maybe I don't know. Texas. She might be our. If she's not, she's our first freshman Texas. We can say that at least, though. But Bailey, for the listeners that don't know about you, tell us a little bit about you, and then your game, and not your game yet, but your school and everything like that. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm for high school. I'm a fun-loving person. I have a great personality. I'm very disciplined in what I do, and I just like to get after it every day.
Well, you got to see that on the court when you're quiet. You don't talk noise. You just get straight to the bucket, and you take it serious. And I like that in your game because you're top notch. Not only you can play outside, inside. You can do both. So, what is your natural position? Are you a guard? Are you a forward? Are you a shooting guard? Power forward? What is your natural position?
I don't really have a position, but at my high school, I play point guard for them. And then in AAU, I'll typically either play the 3, the 4, and sometimes the 5, depending on whatever the team needs.
So,
nice.
So do you like kind of doing that because it just enhances your game with college coaches to show that you can handle the ball. You also can go play inside and you can step outside and hit the 3. And you also got an inside game that's really well too. So when you're doing a lot of your training, what are you training on? You training on all 5 of those positions, or just more ball handling? Because you do handle the ball really well.
Thank you. When I'm training, I like to break it up. So I'll do ball handling first, and then I'll get to shooting warm up. Then I'll get some layups, like some paint touches, get inside, and then I'll work my way out to the 3, and then work on moves from there.
Okay. Coach, you got a question?
You ever you have a routine? You talk about, but there are like so many makes. Like, 10 here, 15 there, and you work your way out. I mean, what's your make count that you have to get yourself ready? I mean, a lot of kids warm up and they shoot like 4 times and like, I'm good, you know. I'm just telling you. I mean, I'm just telling you, hey, when I watched my dad's team play, they were semi-pro. Them dudes take them slippers off, and it was all business. They didn't need no warm up. Kids nowadays, they got to be like, this or that. So you got to make routine when you go to the gym. To move on to the next spot.
First I like to warm up with form shooting, and I'll do like 25 from corner, then wing, then like the top or the middle. And then when I'm shooting at my house on my shooting machine, I like to make 4 in a row before I can move back a step.
Right.
Okay, Coach. Coach, did you hear what she just said? Coach, my shooting machine. That's why she got a great jumper. And when she ain't at the gym, she's at the gym at her house. So that's what I like, baby. Now you
had a shooting machine, but you put a hole in the backboard, Tony.
Yeah, her shooting machine went down. It did. So now Zoe's gonna hear this show, and now she's gonna be like, "Well, Dad, Bailey got a shooting machine. Now I'm gonna have to go get a shooting machine, Bailey." But hey, if it works, I'm telling you right now, Coach, she has a nice stroke. Like I said, we put some video up, and the fans and everybody get to see what she can do. But Bailey, I gotta ask you, being a freshman, a lot of times, especially playing at Prosper, that's a 6A school, right?
Yes, sir.
Playing at Prosper, being a 6A school, and you've been a freshman, and like I said, getting a chance to start on a big team like that, especially a big school like that. Did you come in as a starter, or did you have to work your way into becoming a starter?
So Prosper, last year it got split into 2 schools. A new school recently opened. So most of our school is made up of freshmen. So I did have to work to get my spot as a starting point guard. But yeah, it was a little less difficult than it would be if there was a lot more other people there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tony, so you seen that new school?
Go ahead, Coach. I'm sorry.
Tony, you seen that new school? Have you seen the football stadium in Prosper?
No, I've seen it on TV, but I've not seen it.
Yeah. Basketball gym just as good, Bailey?
Oh, yeah. They're rebuilding our gym this season, and they're going to re-renovate it because ours is the oldest one. So
yeah, Thunder might come in there and play. It's so nice. I don't know. Who knows, man? I just know they spent a lot of money in Prosper on their facilities.
I know. Because everybody used to always talk about Allen. So Prosper's better than that. I've never been to Prosper, but so Prosper's probably better than Allen's gym and football field.
Yeah. Allen's just made up of one school, so they have a lot more kids there, but our facilities are way nicer than theirs, and our are too.
So how far is the other Prosper school, the old school compared to your school? How far are they away from each other? Are y'all rivals now?
Well, they're in 4A right now. So probably in 2 years they'll be in 5A.
Okay.
But we'll probably be rivals at that point.
Okay. So what made you pick that Prosper, not the other Prosper?
Well, in Prosper, you can't really decide where you go to school because it's based on the zoning, unless you have a secret way to get into it. But
So you're telling me if you had a friend that was really good at the other Prosper, you couldn't get her to come to your school?
Oh no, you can. We got this 8th grade coming to our school. She's pretty good, and she's supposed to go to the other school, but she's coming up.
So you're telling me if Zoe Johnson moved in town, she'd be at your school, right?
You have to go to Melissa, Texas. We ain't go. I don't know. We can hang with Prosper. We got to go to Melissa, Texas. We got to crawl before we walk, Coach. We got to crawl before we walk. Now, like I said, but no, that's good stuff, Betty. Because like I said, you ended up being with all district as a freshman, right?
Yes, sir.
So what kind of numbers did you put up as a freshman this year?
I averaged 10 points per game, and then 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and yeah.
So, like I said, I know as a freshman because, Coach has been coaching a long time. And like I said, Coach had a freshman last year. He didn't start at first, and she ended up being a starter at the end of the year. A lot of times freshmen, when they come in, even they got a lot of hype behind them and all that. But sometimes when they're coming in that game, it to the high school game from junior high game, it's totally different because junior high, you're playing everybody the same age as you, 14, 15 years old. And you get in high school, you start meeting girls at 17, 18, some can even be 19 that you're playing with, different body styles, different, bigger, stronger, and all that. So was that a tough mindset for you to take that on this year coming in as a freshman?
It definitely was, but I grew up playing with my older brother. He's 17 now, and I played against all of his friends growing up, so it wasn't much new to me. And also, I like to work out a lot, so my strength was not too far behind most of the girls in our district.
Okay. Coach, you got one?
Yeah. So was it like an A lunch, B lunch when y'all made the split? Like, I want to beat my friend, but they at the other Prosper. I mean, so did you lose some friends at the other Prosper and now rivals when y'all play each other that you would have like been on your team, but no longer they are?
So our middle schools, like there's really only one middle school feeding into the high school. So I have friends from the other school, but we can be rivals. It's okay. I'll beat them anyway.
Whoa, yeah.
I gotta get some love on that. We gotta get a little whistle something. Yeah, the crowd.
You're on the wrong side of the tracks, girl. You're on the wrong side.
I love it, man. Hey, this is funny, Coach, because if you see her on the court, she is quiet. It's all business. You get on the camera, man, she ain't shy. Most kids are shy, Coach. She ain't holding no punches back. I got to go get the shot. Boom, boom. I love it, though. I love it. Hey, I'm telling you right now, she's a real star, folks. If she don't make it to basketball, she's going to be somebody's game host one day. She's going to keep it real. But I got to ask you another couple of questions, What peace of mind of advice did your coach give you this year going into the season? Like I said, being coming in, being a starter as a freshman.
My coach just gave me the green light and let me do whatever I want to do. She knew I'd make the right play at the right time and just get the ball to the right people, no matter the situation.
So would you take more? Would you rather be a scorer? Would you rather be assist? Would you rather rebound? Because we're gonna get to a game that you had a hell of a game up there in Phoenix. We're gonna talk about here in a second. But what do you drive off? What makes like, man, I love that pass. Oh, I got this three. What makes Bailey feel good when she's in the game?
I honestly just like hustling. So rebounding is one of my favorite things because I feel like it's a little bit overlooked by like not just posts. So I feel like rebounding really just gets my game going, and then I can go from there.
No, I think like I said, I think the one game you had 26 points, probably 14, 15 rebounds. I mean, against the and I hate to say it, I live here in Oklahoma, but I have a feeling I just don't think you like Oklahoma. I know you got a couple of girls on your team that they've kind of transferred to become Texas girls, but when we played that Oklahoma team, the Legends, man, I felt like, man, you use a Longhorn, they was the Sooners, and you just wanted to put it on them. So are you an OU fan or are you a Texas fan?
I'm a Texas fan.
I knew it. But, Coach, I got to say that game, man, she had 26 points, like 15 to 16 rebounds, shot lights out. She played the whole game. We went in double overtime, and she played the whole game, man. And, you talking about a girl that gave everything she had, and that's falling on the floor, going off the loose balls. And that's when I kind of just shook my head, and I said, this is a real one, Coach. I called Coach. I said, yeah, it's a real one, And so we see a lot of talent, man. We see a lot of talent here in Oklahoma. But just to watch your game, though, man, I mean, you could tell you take it serious when you're in the gym. It's like, hey, it's no play. It's no jilly jacking around. I don't see you making TikToks. I don't see you on your phone. I feel like, hey, it's all business. And that's what I like. And that's one of the reasons us being on this team that we like, because it's business. And Coach Ed and Coach Bibb, they're both about business. So, I really like what you bring to the game. But I had to tell you, that game against, the Legends you put on the show, I know their coordinator, Dominique, even called me and said, man, that 21 can play. And so I know you're just a freshman, though. Are you getting recruited yet? Do you have anybody knocking on the door or sending you any letters yet, or just, is it starting to heat up any?
I had my first college coach call last week with Cal Poly, and then Ed's been talking to some people for me.
Well, I mean, they're gonna start calling. They ain't gonna be calling. They're gonna be talking. They're gonna be offering soon. So, like I said, that's one of the reasons we want to kind of bring you on the show, because I think, you're not saying you're a diamond in the rough, because you got all the skills to do what you want to do. And like I said, you can play in and outside, and that's what makes your game good, especially being able to handle the ball. You know, like I said, well, how tall are you? About 6'1"?
5'10".
No, you're supposed to say 6'1". Mom said, no, you're not supposed to lie, so I'm gonna tell the truth. But no, that's fine. But like I said, your size though, I mean, this is the deal. You can play guard. I mean, that's a good thing about it. You can play guard, you can play inside and outside, and play shooting guard. So you're in a good spot where you're at though. But like I said, I mean, I just really enjoy your game. But like Drive Nation, how long have you been with them?
I joined them last season for 14U.
So I mean, what's it been like, you know, being 14s and now coming into the 15s? You know, what do you feel like this team that you have now can do on the platform on the 15 YBL?
15U is definitely way different than 14U. It's a lot quicker. The girls are a lot bigger. And then our team this season, I feel like we got a little bit of everything. We got great defense, good offense, and we got like good team camaraderie. So I think we can go really far this season.
No, I think the team is really solid. I think, you lost 2 games. You could have easily went 5-0 there in Phoenix. You lose 2 games by, a total of 5 points. I think one was a 3, then the other one was 2 points. So I think you guys, I think you show a lot of people that you guys can be a really good team, and especially having, some new girls join the team and then kind of meshing. I mean, you guys only played, 8 games together. So by the time, the second session come around plus this weekend, I think he's going to, open up a lot of eyes. I think girls are starting to get their shots, their legs back together. I tell you right now, I was tired and I didn't even play in 1 game. So I know you had to be tired, especially you ended up playing 6 games because, you played the whole game in overtime. So I know you was tired and wore out, but like I said, so what do you do, to kind of, to tell other girls, your age, how do you get yourself back and, hydrate and everything? What do you do to kind of get back to where you need to be?
I like to you obviously need 1 rest day out of the week, even though most players don't want to take a rest day. It's very necessary. So during those rest days, I like to stretch, ice bath, hydrate, and just have good nutrition throughout the whole day in order to refuel my body and get back to where I need to be to start the week again.
Coach, she ain't talking like a freshman, is she?
No, I mean, someone's taught her well. I mean, when you're 29 and you're talking nutrition and you're talking about recovery and things like that, I mean, someone has coached her, taught her well, or she's done her own research to know that is already part of the game. And she's way ahead of a lot of 29s. I mean, some of them may recover by taking a day off, but that's your day to refuel your body. Take an ice bath, get the pressure off the joints. But you also got to feed those muscles after you break them down. So someone has educated this young lady and already given her a start, not only on the court, but off the court. But you're way ahead of a lot of 29s. I do have a couple of questions. One is, have you received your letter from Carl Albert University in Midwest City? Because I know that letter's been in the mail.
Hey, Coach, if I could bring her back to Midwest City, Oklahoma, I would, Coach. I'm telling you right now, she's already been on my radar, Coach. I said, hey, we already got 1 gold ball. You play Miss Bailey Anderson, we're gonna get 3 more gold balls. She'll be my secret that I wouldn't tell nobody about, and I will get you enrolled, Bailey. And we do have good education.
Second question is: there's good teams in Texas. What's your favorite team? I know TCU had a good year this year. You got Texas, and then you got Paige Beckers of Dallas Wings. Do you have a favorite team in any girls basketball in any of those?
I really like Texas because it seems like their coach can really break down like the game and really kind of throw off any team, no matter who they're playing.
You like that style, that dribble drive, run and jump style? Yeah.
So Bailey, you talk about your training and all that. How much training do you do? I mean, are you in the gym every night? Do you take a night off? Because I got one that lives in this house, man. She lives in the gym, but she did give me the night off. So I'm so excited. I don't even know what to do, man. I tell you, I'm excited, man. It's like Christmas over here, man. I get a night off. I get to hang out and have my flip flops on, and I ain't gotta have no gym shoes on chase balls. So like, what do you? I mean, what's your training like?
Every day I'll normally get up and shoot from 7 to 8 before school. And then on the day I'll have training after school. Normally I'll have that 2 to 3 times a week.
Coach, she just said, I shoot before school.
Now, is your machine inside or outside?
Outside.
Does it matter what the weather is? How cold does it have to be for Bailey not to get out and get her shots?
20 degrees. That's
See, put the heater on that machine so it don't freeze up.
So,
mm-hmm.
so Bailey, when did you start playing basketball? It seems like I know you play other sports. I mean, when did you start playing basketball and said, "Hey, I'm pretty good at this. I can go pretty far." When did that click in your head?
So I played soccer and softball and basketball all at the same time until probably 6th grade. And then in 6th grade, I started realizing I was improving a lot more once I actually started getting more training and more game reps. And then after that, I was like, I can probably be pretty good at this. So I'm going in on that just one sport and see how far I can get from there.
Good stuff. Good stuff. So I got a couple more questions. We'll get off here though. What do you do, off the court to stay balanced as a student, an athlete, what do you do when you're not doing basketball? Because you gotta be a teenager too though. So, what do you do?
When I'm not playing basketball, I really like to cook. And then also sometimes on, like, when we have an off weekend, my family will go up to my lake house.
Okay. Where's your lake house? At Texoma?
It's at Cedar Creek Lake.
Okay.
What we cooking? I want to know. You talking about lake house? I'm talking about food. what we cooking, Bailey?
I like to cook dinner for my family. I can really cook anything depending on what they want. And then I also like to bake cookies and like dessert.
Like chocolate chips, peanut butter? What kind of cookies?
Chocolate chip or chocolate chip and butterscotch cookies.
Ooh, butterscotch! Now you got to make a little batch of that and bring it to me at the. I ain't saying this weekend, but one of these times we come up.
All I hear is beep 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 beep.
Hey, I might beep a little bit, Coach, but I love me some butterscotch. I do. I love me some butterscotch. That's some good stuff, though. Coach, you got anything else?
No, I'm very impressed. First time I got a chance. Tony talked about you. I watched your film, but getting a chance to meet you and talk to you. Very impressive the way that you compose yourself. You do not talk like a freshman. Obviously, you do not play like a freshman on the court. And just the things that you're saying, I'm waiting to see what happens as you continue to grow, because you're talking nutrition, you're talking weights, you're talking about reps. I'm sure your IQ is off the charts as far as basketball. You are probably one of the most complete players that I think as a freshman we've had on the show, maybe.
Yeah. And we've had some good ones,
Yeah.
I mean, I just say, you're very educated. You can tell you're probably a 4.0 student. You take your academic just as much as you take your basketball career. But besides that, in a few years, what is your dream, both in basketball and beyond basketball? What is Bailey's dream here in the next 5 to 6 years?
Dream for basketball is to go to a high major D1 school and really just win from there and see how far that team can get and ultimately win a national championship, probably.
Okay. So what's your dream school if you had to pick one?
My dream school would probably be Texas or
Vick Schaefer down there in Texas. She already told you. She got the orange already. Just all Vick's got to do is just give her a letter and say, Bailey, I need your name on this line, and she's done. I mean,
hey, Coach, talking about you already got the best player in Texas. We can go get another one from Texas.
That was out of Lubbock, though. That's not down there in the South, not in Dallas area. That's a different deal. I thought TCU might have made a little chance this year because they had a good run. I mean, really good run, but Vick Schaefer down there, I mean, he gets them going and.
No, I like Texas. I'm gonna say I cheer for Texas women. I love their style, like you said. I love number 35 for them. She's probably one of the best mid-range shooters. Don't know her name offhand, but I think she's one of the best mid-range shooters. And like I said, Texas only going to keep getting better. Like I said, the SEC's tough though. I mean, you gotta bring it every night. And like I said, you could tell like UCLA won the game because they had seniors. And, they all played together. So, and that's what it's all about now. It's being together, because a lot of times when all these kids jump from school to school, you don't know how good a school can really be. But UCLA kind of showed that, hey, what they can be by a lot of those girls being seniors though. But Bailey, we always do a couple questions, like rapid fire questions. So, Coach, you got some. I mean, Coach usually handles this part, and it's pretty fun. But we got a couple rapid fire questions, and we'll let you go. Coach, you ready? You got one?
Got one. Rapid fire with Bailey Anderson. First one. We always like to give a plug to a local restaurant, a mom and pop, maybe on Facebook. That is your favorite place. usually a hole in the wall type place where would that place be? And what we do is we find them on Facebook. We let them know that you gave them a shout out, gave them a plug, and hopefully they hook you up with something free when you come in there. Well, you got a place in mind, Bailey?
I would say Mudbugs probably.
What's it called?
Mudbug?
It's called Mudbugs. It's a Cajun restaurant, and it's real.
Ooh, yeah, that sounds good. So I'm gonna look it. I have to look it up.
Bloodbugs. Oh, okay.
Yeah. You got one,
Bailey,
Tony?
Yeah, I got one. So Bailey, if you had to be on a game show, and you could, any game show that you want to be, it could be Dance with the Stars, it could be anything. What would you like to be on?
Game show. I would like to be on. There's a Netflix game show. It's called $1 Million Secret Millionaire, and I really, really, really want to be on that show because I really want to get that money.
Get that money. You want to get that money? Hey, I'm telling you what. The Price is Right in the evenings. I think the day show people get ripped off. They get like nothing. In the evenings, you get like Bentleys and Rolls Royce, Mercedes on The Price is Right at nighttime. Day people, they get ripped off. Nighttime, man, they get bankrolled. So I'd look that show up, Tony. You look it up.
The $1 million. She has to text that to. What's it called?
$1 Million Secret.
$1 Million Secret.
$1 Million Secret. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Coach, you got one more?
Yeah. You got a favorite sports movie?
I really like Remember the Titans.
Yeah, that's a good one. That makes me cry when I watch that one, though. That kind of makes me cry. Favorite one, my all-time favorite is Jerry Maguire. Show me the money.
Show me the money. Show me the money.
Last one. If you can go to any amusement park, where would you go?
Six Flags.
Six Flags? That's right in your backyard, young lady. Come on, man. We got to venture out. Anywhere, Six Flags. How many times have you been to Six Flags?
Like 5. Not that much.
Not that much. Okay.
Hey, all I ask is if Drive Nation takes a trip to Six Flags, get Tony on a Superman.
I'm not doing it. I'm tapping out now. I'm sick. I'm going to the car. I'm not doing it. I'm telling you, I do not do roller coasters, none of that kind of stuff. So I'm
not a roller coaster. You just go up and come down, Tony.
I don't care. I've done the Superman, and I'm telling you right now, I'm still scared. I was probably in my 20s. I'm not doing it, Coach. I'm not. I'm telling you, Gabe was so upset he couldn't ride the ride because he was 2'2", so he couldn't get on it. But Coach, I did get on it for him, and I said never again. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, whatever it is, I'm not getting on it. I'm out. See ya. Last one, baby. Here we go. Last one. Are you scared of a haunted house? Would you go in a haunted house?
Depends on what's in there. If it's like a clown with a knife, I don't know about that.
All right. I'm scared on that one too. I'm not going with no clown with no knife because he might be a real clown. And we don't know.
So what's more scarier? A clown or a nutcracker? Some people freaked out by nutcrackers, Tony. They are.
Because they got the weird jar, Coach.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not messing with the nutcracker neither, though. Well, Bailey, we appreciate everything. Like I said, I mean, we wish you the best, man. You're gonna start having many college coaches start calling you. And, like I said, we always want to tell you, every young lady, stay humble, stay in the gym, keep doing what you're doing, man. Like I said, you can tell you got your head on right. Just not just in sports and just in life, man. Your parents have done a great job. I know. Mom always got a smile, and she's always working, man. I tell you, she's always on that computer. So, but she's all about business, and that's what you're all about, man. Like I said, I'm excited that my daughter gets to play excited with you for the next few years, and hope you guys can all go do some big things. But like I said, having a young lady like you on the show, man, it just shows other freshmen, man. Because like I said, when we send this out, and we'll probably tag, Kyle, the college that talking to you, and I mean, like I said, we have a lot of different college coaches that watches our show. Actually, I just got a text from ORU's coach Anderson, but he ain't gonna be there as one of his assistants gonna be there to watch our girls. But it's like I said, keep doing your thing. You really, I mean, you are very special. I love your game, man, and like I said, it's only gonna get better and better. And like I said, man, the way you shoot, I mean, it's gonna be hard to stop you, man, inside and outside. So, like I said, you did a good job, though, Coach. What you got to say, man? I got to say, I got to give you an A+. You really did, man. You didn't act nervous to me. If you was nervous, boy, you did a good job hiding it. What do you think, Coach?
First time podcaster right here. Excellent job. Very good. I mean, I thought you answered all the questions, and you were very thorough and really quick with them. I like your answers. Again, I enjoy getting a chance to get to know you. I always watch the highlights Tony posts, and now I have a face and a name and a voice to go with that player that Tony always talks about.
Hey, Bailey, real quick, do you have a Twitter page?
No, I don't.
That's something we need to work on. Coach, tell her real quick. I don't want to educate her real quick, Coach. We got a few minutes.
You talk to mom and dad on that one, Tony. You in the jungle down there. You in your monster. You got to tell them they got to have it. I mean, or somebody does, so we can get some highlights up there.
Yeah, we had a coach on last night. It's just good for you. I know Instagram is good, and coaches do get on that, but Twitter pages that they get to see you. They get to see your game. They get to see what you're doing, and they get to follow you. And it's an interview. What it is, it's pretty much their. We had a college coach on last night. He's Coach D1. He's Coach D2. He's at a junior college now, and he said it last night. I mean, all of the coaches. I mean, a lot of the coaches we've had on this show. Not a lot of times, my wife pretty much controls Zoe's, but if your mom and dad want to control it, but it just gives them a chance to DM you, get to know you, and things like that. So when you start having that connection with these college coaches, they're going to want to maybe send a DM and say, hey, we're thinking about you tonight. Good luck tonight, such and such. I don't know when they can and when they can't, but it's good to have one just because you get that feedback from those coaches. Then they maybe they can make it to that session, but they get to watch your game on your Twitter page, your highlights and all that. So I tell every young lady to have one. I mean, I just did one from a young man, a kid that I used to train, DJ Anderson, man. I mean, Dustin Anderson. I just put it's funny. I made it. He's a defensive back, and I just made a cover for him being on the island by himself. And dude, just that quick, me doing that, the college coach is going to see that because they're like, oh my God, this kid can cover on the island, which he can. But all it does is draw attention. On Twitter page is pretty much your interview for college coaches. They get to know who you are. And once people start talking to you, man, they're going to fall in love with you just because the way you carry yourself. Because like I said, when you see you on the court, you're a quiet young lady. But, when they get to talk to you, they're going to like, man, this girl, she got game. Not on the court, but off the court too. So that's something, I'll touch base with your mom on that, when I see her this weekend. But it's not a bad thing to have. It's like I said, all it is just helping your game and helping more people get to know who you are, though. Instagram is good, but it's not like the Twitter page. Twitter page is where it's at because that's where the college coaches are at. That's how they can't get to every kid. So now I can go look on Twitter page and like, boom, okay, Bailey dropped 26 against, the Legends, okay. Yeah. Now I'm going to check her off and circle her. Now I'm going to go look for her. But, they don't see that on Instagram. And I know you do a good job putting yourself up. But and that's why we use this platform too to try to get girls' names out there because, like I said, I'm gonna tag college coaches on here for you because you got game. I'm not gonna hold nothing back. I mean, granted, my kid's the same age as you, but hey, you got it. I love to share it. That's what we like to do on this show is share young ladies. We had a girl on last week, 6'7", 6'8". I mean,
6'8".
6'8". She already has 25, 30 offers. It was crazy. And she just started following me on Twitter. And I felt like every 2 minutes is ding, ding, somebody's offering her. So, and I'll tell you right now, that's what your game's going to be though. But like I said, I talk to mom and tell her, it's not a bad thing to have, but it is good for you to have because more people can reach out to you and see what you're doing on your platform. But Bailey, we're not going to hold you up no more because I know my Lakers are playing. I hope they're winning. I don't know if they are or not, but I hope they are. Hope we can beat them blunders. I'm not a Thunder fan, folks. I know everybody's going to boo me.
Ooh, shame.
But I am a LeBron James.
Shame.
Fan. Love me some King James. Well, Bailey, we appreciate you. We'll catch you next time. Good luck this weekend, and I'll see you this weekend, okay?
Thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem.
Baby.
Thank you
See
for
you
coming
later.
on the show.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
We'll see you. Bye. Coach, I'm really excited, man. I thought this young lady did a great job. First time on the podcast. I mean, I don't know. I think she must have an acting class or she must have a debate class or something.
She must be a drama. Must be a drama.
Something, Coach. She did a really good job. I mean, she handled well. She spoke well. She did. I mean, she answered the questions. I was kind of worried at first, like, man, first time, we got to pull it. It's gonna be like fishing, we got to pull it out.
Right.
We didn't have to, but I tell you though, man, you start getting those looks like she's starting to get though. I mean, I hope people agree with me, but I think every young man or young woman, if mom and dad can control it, like Coach says, man, please don't be putting cussing and anything that's crazy on there. Because I mean, I'm telling you right now, as much as it's an interview. It's what it is.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
and if you flunk the interview, I mean, and they're not going to come back. They don't need to come back. I mean, you got to be super, 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 super good, 5-star, outstanding player for them to come back. But if you're just, I'm not saying nobody's an average player, but I'm just saying if you're just somebody that, hey, they're on the tinkle, like I like this girl just a little bit, and this girl is right on her heels, but this girl don't have cussing on her Twitter page, and her page is clean. She's a 4.0 student, but this girl that I really, really, really like, she's a 2.1 student. She's having problems getting to class. Guess who they're gonna pick, Coach? They're gonna go with the girl that's probably a little bit better student. Why? Because I don't have to worry about her. I don't have to worry about her getting in trouble. I don't worry about her getting to class. I don't have to worry about her coming to practice. How's she gonna get along with a teammate? Folks, it's an interview. You guys got 3 years to use. Once you hit that clock as a freshman, ding. You got 3 years. You got 3 years to catch somebody's eye. And believe me, there's enough schools out there. They're gonna every kid is gonna get a scholarship some way, somehow. Maybe it might be books, it might be tuition, it might be a parking pass. I can't promise you what you're gonna get, but most of these kids are gonna get something. If you play the game and they like you, they're gonna give you something. So, Coach, I know it's been
you're on point on this one, Tony. She was as good as advertised. I mean, I enjoy getting a chance to know her. So. I wish I got a chance to watch y'all play, but it doesn't look like I will this summer. So, but you were on point with this one. I mean,
hey, Coach, you know what? You're always welcome to come watch us play. When we play in Texas, if you and the missus want to come down and hang out with me and my daughter and everybody down there, we got enough room. You family here, Coach. It's one thing about it, man. We become tight, man. Like I said, we want to thank everybody again, on our Tuxedo sponsorship board. We're trying to get together, folks. So we want to thank Manny. We're going to have Manny on this week. Eric, Sanford with Chaos, and Jay Hunt with Rain Down Roofing. We want to thank everybody, BSN, Triple Elite, everybody that helps us out. Keep it 100 above the rim, right, Coach? I get it right?
Above the line.
I'm just teasing. Above the line, folks. Above the line. But me and Coach has put this platform on, man, for 2 years, and you're starting to see the significance of us. And I think the best thing we did, and he brought this to me. He's like, Tony, I think the best buck we can get is changing the name so we can touch other kids. We couldn't have touched her if we're still Oklahoma high school girls between the lines. We couldn't have, because we're Oklahoma. But now that we're between the line girls hoops, we can touch different states and we can talk to these young ladies. And believe me, there's more girls on this team. Ashton, she's just an 8th grader, Coach. I'm telling you, she's going to be a ball player. She got game. Larkin, the point guard. I'm telling you right now, another big time guard. Coach Bibb, I'd love to get him on the show. And Coach Ed. Coach Ed I'm telling you right now, I'm scared of him, Coach. I don't know if I want to have him on the show. I might not talk. I'm scared I might say the wrong thing, but I just said, man, it's good to touch these girls. CJ brought something to me that I'm gonna bring to you, Coach. I think that me and you can do to really help our platform, and it's pretty cool what he's doing. And me and you are already doing it, but we're not doing it. But we should be doing it, and we can do it. And I think it's just gonna help us because we both got that personality, and then people trust us, man. Coach, you have a lot of connection with college coaches, man, and I'm starting to get some now, getting to hang out with you, that hey, they can text me if I text them. And folks, this is one thing that we don't do, and Coach can tell you, we don't recruit for my kid when we talk to college coaches. We don't. She's got to get that on her own. It's not going to be me being dad having a podcast and saying, hey, my kids is this, my kids that. She got to go out there and prove to people that she can play the game. Not daddy. That's not who I am. This show is not called Zoe Johnson Between the Lines. It's not called that. It's called Between the Line Girls Hoops, because this was all about. I'm out of every girl, though. So, Coach, you know what time it is. I got to get going because my boys are on. I'm going to win it, Coach. I don't know the score. But, folks, we appreciate it. Once again, we hit another home run all the way from Prosper, Texas. Miss Bailey Anderson. She did her thing, folks. I got to give her a shout out. She did it big. She did it right. And guess what? That's why she had 26 points against the Legends, because, hey, big games, she step up, and she stepped up and stepped up. But, Coach, it's time to go because my Lakers is playing. But thanks again to everybody for tuning in to another great episode Between the Lines, Girls Hoop. And don't forget to subscribe and like and leave a comment. We love those thumbs up. If the thumbs ain't up, we don't want to see them down. We just want to see them up. Catch you next time on our show, Between the Lines, Girls Hoop. My man, Coach D. We out. See ya. tuning in for another great episode Between the Long Girls Hoop with my man, Coach V. See you soon.
We'd like to thank the following sponsors: Above the Line Hoops, Prep Girl Hoops, Keep It 100, and for the latest in high school girls basketball action, check out the podcast on YouTube at Oklahoma High School Girls Basketball Between the Lines.